Oh, we're alive. We're not live, but we're alive. Part two. Part
I don't know
two.
about being
Part,
alive.
part two. Part two. After we finish this, I gotta go right to editing it and right to uploading it. So hooray!
Yippee!
Anyway, hello, welcome in. I'm gonna cut out a bunch of shit in this beginning part because it's really just gonna be recap that as you two come to not consciousness, but like your eyes flashed white, like as you were going through a portal. You know, as you sort of come to your senses, you are like shin deep, like pretty deep. For Gus, it's like you're almost up to your hip in mud water.
Ew.
It's gross. Like it's very deep. Cyrus, it's like just below your knees on how deep this mud is.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And as you look around in this foggy, dilapidated forest, you realize you are missing people in your party. And all you can see around you, Cyrus, is Gus and Dane. Everybody else is gone. What are you doing? What are both of you doing?
I'm gonna check my character sheet just to see if there's anything I can do about this fog.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
No, I can't. That's a one-time thing only, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, I guess first thing that Cyrus will do after taking note that, it's just the three of them, he's going to try and peer through the fog to try and get a better grasp of his surroundings.
Okay.
So can I make a perception check?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Any disadvantage because it's foggy or just regular roll?
Just standard. Standard.
Okay. That is a dirty 21.
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely foggy outside. It's dark. There's a light rain going on. You're not entirely certain where you ended up. You're not entirely certain about where you are. But as you look around, it doesn't seem like there's anything around you guys currently. Other than like the mud, the muck, the dilapidated trees, and the light rain coming through the fog.
Is there, with that roll, is there any sort of discernible like direction forward at all, or is it just all kind of like we're just kind of just knee deep in just in the shitters?
It sort of seems like you're just knee deep in the shitters. Like, have you ever seen like a literal swamp? I mean, like, it's just kind of like an open area. There's sort of like dead and decaying plants everywhere. There's like, but picture that where it's just like I could go in any direction, but there's a heavy set fog that sort of blocks your vision out like 5 feet of you.
Okay.
So, question.
Yes.
Could Gus use commune with nature?
Sure. What do you want to do?
So commune with nature is just him kind of being able to like give him knowledge of like the 3 miles around him.
Okay.
Including like caves, natural underground structures, things like that. It's a radius of like 300 feet under.
Okay.
Or 300 feet total, I think. So it would just give him like a good idea of the bearings around all of them. Despite the fog.
So, yeah, getting a pretty decent look at your surrounding. Let me give you an idea. You sense rivers. You sense small hills, trees, caves. However, very noticeably, you do sense that there is a large larger than average hill near you.
Okay.
You might think maybe if you get there, you might be able to climb above the fog and get a better view of your surroundings.
Okay, Gus is going to look in the direction of that hill and then motion to Cyrus and Dane, like, Gus thinks we should go this way.
Cyrus will just give a solemn nod and just look to Dane and kind of like give him like a slightly concerned look, kind of like visually trying to communicate to him, like,
Yeah.
are you okay? Because Cyrus is still very much in a very, very tense, very heightened space at the moment, so he's kind of keeping to himself a fair bit. So he's just trying to do like, you know, nonverbal communication, just so he doesn't accidentally like blow up at anybody.
Gus is just kind of muttering under his voice, why is it always Avrith? He's learning one tried and true fact.
Dane sort of looks around and he clocks that you're sort of looking at him, Cyrus, and he gives you an assuring nod and he says, let's try to get to some higher ground and hopefully we can find our friends pretty soon.
Yeah. Gus, why don't you lead the way?
Yeah, Gus knows big hill over this way.
All right, lead the way.
Do you want me to lift you up because you're more than knee deep in there?
Gus would appreciate.
And Cyrus will kind of lean over as best he can, keep his like footing, and then like grab Gus and not really caring for like getting dirty or whatnot, and just kind of plop Gus up on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And just look at him and be like, point away.
Okay. And so you do. You point the way, and as you make your way through the fog, through the muck, I want the both of you, muck in the swamp. Actually, I want just Cyrus to make a dexterity saving throw because, Gus, you were being carried.
Yippee!
Dane does get the plus 5, I believe. Yes, the plus 5.
Yeah. So you got a 19. Oh, that was a dex check.
And
I'm stupid.
I got a 19.
Oh, okay. That's like a 20.
That's a 23.
23 for Dane.
Ooh.
19 for me.
Okay, so you do not fall on your face, but you walk through what feels like was a line underwater, under this muck. Like you tripped something.
Oh no.
And all three of you hear this as this puff flies through the air. Need everybody to make charisma saving throws.
Cool.
I did.
You do
it
get
again.
plus 5 for both Dane and for well, Dane doesn't matter for Dane.
Got a nat one.
So
It's a very high save. It's a very high save. We'll just
that's a 22.
21.
Okay.
22 for me, 21. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 14 on my charisma. Damn.
Unfortunately, that is still a fail.
Ah, fuck!
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Made a note. I will just
We'll know
say,
the repercussions of this later. Hopefully.
you'll know some of the repercussions now.
Okay.
And you should know this too. Through the rest of who knows how long, you may have advantage on any roll you desire. However, should you choose to take the advantage, something might happen.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no. How does this feel to us as our characters? Is it just kind of like a puff of
It's like
just random?
a puff of like this gas almost was just blown in your face. And just like instinctively of like, whoa, you know, sort of like almost tripping and falling, but just like catching yourself. You just like take a breath in and suddenly you realize, oh shit, what did I just breathe in? And then it's like this feeling sort of just washes over you, but you're not entirely sure, like in character, you're not entirely sure what happened. But as the player, obviously, you know, one of the side effects. I have to tell you that one at least. For now.
Oh, wait, question.
Yes.
I still have the ring of hide and seek on me.
You do.
Can I feel in what general direction is the rest of the party? Or in this case it'd be Avraf, correct?
Yes, actually. You know what the hilarious part is? During that other session, Zane not once asked about the ring.
Because he probably forgot.
He probably did.
I was about to say, color me unsurprised.
Oh man. I was kind of waiting for somebody to talk about the ring. They are a ways away to the west.
To the west. In what direction are we heading in?
You are currently walking north.
Okay.
Towards the hill that Gus sensed.
Okay.
Is there a distance on the ring? I can't remember.
Nope.
Okay.
Doesn't say. It just says you wear one, that while you wear one, you know the location of the other.
I would
No
say
distance.
they are probably well over like 30 or 40 miles away.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's far. Cool. Post getting hit with mysterious gas, Cyrus will kind of like cough a little, and then he'll kind of look down at his hand. He'll like look at everybody and say, hope that doesn't come to bite us in the ass later. But the rest of the party's pretty far away. But they're also here.
Ugh. I think I got a little mud in my mouth. Dane's sort of like swashing at the smoke on his face. Okay. Are you pressing on?
Actually, before we do that, actually, no, never mind. It doesn't. That doesn't matter. Let's just press on. Let's
Okay.
just press on.
All right. So you
I
press
was gonna be like,
on.
I want to use pixie dust, but it only lasts for a minute, so.
Who knows if it'll even work? Oh, you're talking about for flying?
Yeah, for flying.
Gotcha. Okay, so you walk north. As you are making your way north, due to the rain, the depth of the mud is rising actively. It is now a little above your knees, Cyrus.
Okay, and Cyrus will kind of look to Gus and ask, "You have an idea about how much further this hill is?"
Gus thinks pretty close, because Gus can only see in like a 300-foot area, so.
Gus, interestingly enough, as you were sensing this, and as Cyrus sort of asked that, the hill's moving. Are you moving?
Gus
Are
thinks we
you
have a problem.
turning? The hill is actively moving.
I don't like the sound of that, Gus. What's going on?
Gus wonders if you're familiar with hills that move.
Cyrus is just gonna squint his eyes, and then I'm gonna use Divine Sense.
Okay.
So, I can detect good and evil and then anything affected by the hollow spell or known location of celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. As long as they're not behind total cover, I know where they are. So, do I detect any good, evil, or any celestial fiends or undead within 60 feet?
Within 60 feet? No.
Okay. Do I detect any good or evil?
I mean, other than your party members? No. Nothing around you. Within that radius.
Okay. Anything diabolical? No, sorry,
Yes!
that was actually
Yes!
Yes. No, that was a dyslexic moment.
Yeah.
I said you can sense anything diabolical,
Mhm.
but it does not say that. Cool.
All good.
Cool.
Dane sort of just kind of puts his hand on your shoulder, Cyrus, as he's like kind of pulling a shoe out of the mud, and he says, should we just kind of try to hoof it to this hill if we're gonna catch up to it?
I mean, what other choice do we have at the moment? Unless you have a way for us to get out of this mud. I don't think I do. So you want to wait 10 minutes for me to summon Lathander? Which I don't think we got 10 minutes.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
Would freedom of movement help right now?
Yeah.
Okay, Gus is going to cast, freedom of movement at... Oh, quick question.
Yeah.
I know earlier on in the campaign, I don't know if, I think I might have been sick or so, it might have been when I was sick or something. Did I ever get to recover my, one spell slot that I used? Because it was a while ago I used it.
I'll say yeah.
I don't think we've had a chance.
I don't think you've really
to-
used spells recently.
Yeah, no, so
I
it
have some
was a
spell slots
while
that-
ago. It was a 5th level. It was like a 4th level spell, a while
Were
ago.
we still at the festival, or at the Founders Festival, or were
I think it was right at the beginning of the Founders Festival, even before that.
We haven't had a chance to have a rest though.
Okay,
that's
that's
why I
why
wanted to
I
make
use
sure.
spell slots as well.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we haven't had a chance to recover any spell slots
Okay, that's why I wanted to make sure.
outside
I
of
didn't miss
using anything in our inventories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, this is gonna. Okay. Gus is going to have to cast it at a 5th level because it can only affect one creature if it's not above 4th level. So he's gonna cast it at a 5th level, and all he has to do is touch Dane and Cyrus, and they will now have freedom of movement in difficult terrain like we're in.
Cool.
So
Dane's
let him
like,
cast that.
oh, hey, I can walk normally. This is crazy.
Gus is just gonna kind of very nicely grab Cyrus's cheeks and just go, "We need to run."
Stay left. And Cyrus is just gonna book it.
Okay. So you go ahead and you haul ass, and you get to the base of this hill. And you realize, as soon as you get to the base of the hill, that Gus is sensing, the ground is moving. Slowly, but it's moving. And
Like the ground underneath our feet is moving, or it is
as you run to the base of the hill, yeah, the ground under you is beginning to move with you.
away from us, or
With you.
with us? Okay.
With you. At some
Kinda
point,
keeping us
you got
in
on
place?
at some point while you were running towards the hill, you seem to have got onto a point where you are now moving with the hill. But you
So if we were
feel
to stop, we would still move.
yes,
Right?
correct. Because you can feel the water being pushed against your feet
Okay.
underneath, where you are at the base of this hill. So you know that you're moving with this hill. It's
Hmm.
rather tall of a hill from like what you are sort of looking at, dealing with. It seems like it could almost be mistaken for a mountain if you were, a little further away. It's very big for a hill, is what I'm trying to get across here.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Uh, hmm. Would Gus be able to like devise anything from this, or does it just look like a normal hill?
I mean, it otherwise looks like a normal hill. There's feels, because you're still sensing, right? You're still doing your commune with nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know that there is a cave up towards the top of the hill. There are a lot of trees around. It seems like it's an abnormally large hill, but it's also maybe a little more healthy of a ground where trees seem to be more alive here.
Huh. Uh, hmm. Gus senses there's a cave uphill.
Cave on a moving hill. I shouldn't be surprised by anything, but why does shit always have to get so weird sometimes? Oh,
With the ring of hide and seek, is it the same rough distance away from the party that it was last time we used it, or are we actively like kind of going away from them since we, went more north while they're west? But did we move in like a direction where technically we are closer in terms of proximity?
It seems like they have been moving closer to you
Okay.
more than you have been moving closer to them. So like you've been keeping going north, but they've actually been going east.
Okay. So they okay. So the distance is closing at the very least.
However slow it is, because if it's any thought about like what you've been experiencing so far, you can only imagine what they've maybe been dealing with as well.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay.
So it's not like
Cyrusol,
not like a crazy distance has been crossed, but like there's still plus
some headway's been made.
Yeah.
Okay. Cyrus will kind of pocket that in the back of his mind. And he'll just kind of like look at Gus and Dane and be like, shall we keep trudging up the hill that keeps moving and check out this cave? See what this swamp it looks like from up above?
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, uphill we go.
And
Cyrus will start leading the way.
As you walk out of the water into a more solid ground, you are greeted with the scent of sweet-smelling fruit, damp, downy, silver-green moss blankets, a gentle upward slope. And you can start to make out what looks like a sort of craggy ridge that gives way from like grass to rock to the path that leads to the top of the hill. There are massive, enormous willow trees that sort of are visible in this foggy eye line that populate along the hillside. And they are seemingly moving in the breeze, despite there's not really any wind other than the moving hill. But they're moving more than what you would think from a moving hill.
Does
Place the
anything
toes.
here look familiar to Gus? Like, would any of this look like familiar to something he's seen in the Feywild before?
Make a history check.
Oh, goody goody gumdrops. He's not good at history. Nope, he's not.
Remember, you can choose to use any roll with
No,
advantage.
no. Gus knows the Feywild well enough for that one, homie.
I mean, you don't know if we're in the Feywild or not.
Gus.
Gus has a very strong distrust on things like that.
Gus. There's a gap in your memory. Something about this place is familiar. You just can't remember it.
Gus is gonna kind of like nudge Cyrus to let him down.
Cyrus will oblige.
He's gonna start kind of like looking around and sniffing to see if there's anything like scent-wise that's familiar, but he's like visibly looking a little confused right now.
Okay. Are you continuing up the hill?
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of be like wandering around the party, looking a little bit more around the hill as he's going up, trying to see if anything jogs his memory.
Roll a d4, please.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay. As you are sort of sniffing around, going up the hill, you pass by a group of 5 of these willow trees that are sort of in almost a semicircle, and you're walking as a group through the middle of them. As you begin to pass them, you sense movement to your left and to your right, realizing that these aren't normal trees. They are alive. And not only are they alive, they are surrounding you. As you turn to look left and right, and then back forward, your path is now blocked. You are surrounded by willow trees. Almost in a perfect cage. And you hear a voice. Low rumbling. Who are you?
Oh.
We're just travelers trying to find our friends. Unfortunately, time is of the essence. Some of them are in danger. We need to rescue them.
Make a persuasion check.
That is a 17.
Pretty good. There's a pause. Friends, not here. What business do you have on Telemy Hill?
We were in the swamp before, and our compatriot here sensed you, and or rather the hill, and we figured we'd get a lay of the land. We mean no harm. The rest of our group is separated from us, and we're not familiar with these lands. Like I said, we're just trying to find our friends. If we've intruded on sacred ground, we apologize.
Acceptable. I will lead you to the top of the hill. As soon as you get a lay of the land, please leave.
Understood. And Cyrus will look to both Gus and Dane and just kind of give them a nod, kind of like reassuring them.
Okay.
While we are being guided up this hill,
Yep.
can I be casting Where is it? Where is it? Where'd you go? Where did you go? Find Steed while we're doing this to summon Phoenix Lathander?
You may. However,
Okay.
you are in an unfamiliar land. You are what you think is walking up hallowed ground, sacred ground.
That's fair. That's fair.
Do you want to do something that may be perceived as an act of
It's just
aggression?
yeah. No, you're right. You're right. No, I will not do that then. I'm just
Okay.
thinking of convenience. Okay, yeah, no, I won't do that then.
Okay.
If it didn't take fucking 10 minutes, I would have done it earlier. Curse you, legacy. Fine, Steed, but you're better than the new one.
Eee.
And one of my abilities is tied to having him there. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm
all
fine.
good,
I'm
all
fine.
good, all good, all good. So you are led up the hill. It is a relatively longer walk than you were expecting. And as you get to the top of the hill, you realize that the cave that you're being led to, that'll lead to like the peak of the hill, there's a door on the cave entrance. There's smoke coming out of the window nearby, like somebody's home. Somebody's cooking.
Oh.
Are the trees guiding us towards
Yes.
this door?
Yes.
They are?
They are.
Okay. Cyrus will try and, like, remain loose, but keep his back stiffened a little bit, just to stay on his toes
Okay.
as we walk towards this.
As you walk toward it, the trees sort of like they're landing a plane, guide you right to the front door. There's no more there's no voice speaking to you now. But your only option is to either knock or leave.
Leave as in
Go down,
backwards?
back
We-
down
we
the
can-
hill. Back down the hill and off the hill. It's your choice. These trees don't seem to be giving you an option to, like, explore the hill. They're sort of saying, go this way or leave.
Yeah. Cyrus will kind of just look to the group, raising an eyebrow.
Knock, knock. It sort of says with, like, a tight smile.
Gus is just kind of staring the door down because this feels like all of this feels familiar, but
Mhm.
he doesn't know, so he's already kind of approaching the door.
Okay.
Okay. Whoever gets there first can knock away then.
Yeah. Gus, you're already approaching, so you're knocking.
Yep. Gus is gonna
Um,
rap at the door very gingerly.
you knock gingerly, but there is this sense of excitement, this weird vibe shift. It's still raining, but you hear this jingle, 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 jingle. That's like as there's this running across the floor inside, and you hear the door as peering out of the doorway is this small goblin creature. And as you sort of like take in this environment, like the worn stone steps that sort of led you to what almost feels more like a cellar than maybe a home. It's cold outside. You detect subtle sense of different foods wafting through your nose as the door creaks open. And as you take in the scene of this small goblin face sticking its head out, you hear more sounds of keys jangling. Sounds like keys jangling together. As the goblin fully emerges from the doorway, wearing this long trench coat, and you see keys, metal keys adorned all over her. And she has a flail over her shoulder that has padlocks on it for the heads. And she smiles faintly to you, and she says, "Hello, who are you?"
Gus is gonna kind of look at her a little bit confused. Does she look familiar to him at all?
Make a history check.
15, I guess.
Something about
No,
her.
that's only on.
Okay,
It's just a 10. It's only on
Yeah.
saves.
Something about her seems very familiar, but you don't recollect this person at all.
Gus is gonna kind of tilt his head, looking at her, and then point to himself because she's like she's gonna obviously see like him like kind of like squinting at her, confused because
Yeah.
she looks familiar, and then he's going to say his full name, which is Angus Kanban.
Sort of narrows her eyes. Well, Angus, how can I unlock a bit of happiness in your life today?
Gus is confused by what you mean.
It's just what it sounds like.
What is price for unlocking happiness?
What is the price of happiness? The price of happiness is whatever you want it to be. Although that's not entirely true. Why don't y'all come in? Come inside. Come inside. Let me show you some hospitality.
Gus is gonna look mildly concerned back at Cyrus and Jane like,
And Dane sort of has this face of like, should we? Are we?
Cyrus will just kind of like mutter and say, "It's either this or the swamp," and the rest of the group is still a ways off. I'm talking like more than a day's journey. Just stay on our toes and let's not eat anything.
And you go in and you watch as this little goblin excitedly runs into the house. And she runs over to the oven and she pulls out this small pie and she says, "I got myself a meat pie. Do you want to share it with me?"
With my passive insight, which is 15, do I kind of get any sort of vibes from her just passively before doing an actual insight check?
It doesn't seem
Yeah,
like
same question for
there's nothing really malicious behind what she's asking. But if you want to delve deeper, go ahead and roll an insight check on both of you.
Yeah, let me delve deeper, just kind of like, cause she's a little too peppy. It's an 18.
Okay.
Just kind of like, I know there's a very like, it seems like a very genuine, like happy demeanor, but is there like any sort of like subtlety to like her movements or anything like that that might construe otherwise?
Gus, would you also like to roll, or are you gonna just?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll.
Ooh, we got a +7?
Okay. 13.
Not the 6, 7. Jesus Christ.
I hate it here.
So with a 13, you don't really gleam a lot, but an 18 seems really genuine. Honestly, there doesn't seem to be any malicious intent. She seems like she's just showing you some nice, genuine hospitality.
Okay. Cyrus will put up his hand and give her like a light smile and say, well, I'm sure you put your heart and soul into that meat pie and it looks delicious. I'm gonna have to respectfully refuse just because I'm a little full from earlier. But thank you, though.
Dane sits down at the table and says, I'll have some. I'm really
Okay.
hungry.
Okay.
Huh?
Just
What?
say,
Huh?
don't eat anything.
What?
He's whispering this.
Yeah. And the little goblin sort of like, you want some? All right. And she cuts a small piece and she brings it over in a plate and for Dane. And she like looks at him just with this goofy grin on her face. And Dane just like picks up a fork, takes a bite. Oh, this is really good. Oh, this is actually really good. Holy shit.
Jane, man.
Oh, sorry. And the goblin, still looking at Dane, seems like she's waiting for something, and Dane sort of like raises an eyebrow and says, what? And the goblin looks at the three of you and says, Oh, my days! Oh, are you all not from around here?
No. We're not. We came here looking for some friends.
Well, it seemed a little odd that you weren't following the rules of conduct.
Rules of conduct?
Rule number 1, the rule of hospitality. When a friend, enemy, or stranger enters your home, you are expected to be gracious and accommodating until they prove that they are not worthy. So, here I am being nice and hospitality, and showing you all sorts of kindness. Rule number 2, rule of ownership. You must not steal. Not from anybody. Don't steal nothing. If you are found to be stealing, an unforgivable breach of etiquette, a curse upon ye. I promise you it's real. And the rule of reciprocity. When somebody does something like offering you a gift like food, you reciprocate.
Those make sense. Well, in that case, while I don't have anything as seemingly good as your pie, I do have some of these, and Cyrus will bring out the bag of mystery mushrooms and present them to the goblin.
And she sort of looks at the mushrooms and she narrows her eyes and she says,
These mushrooms, for context, they were given to me by some denizens of the Fae. Upon consuming one, something will happen. Could be something fun. My compatriot turned pink, became a nudist.
I'm more into
And-
shiny objects, if I'm being not all honest. And Dane kind of reaches into his bag and he says, well, hang on. I'm the one who, is eating, so I should be the one to give... Oh, I have this. And he pulls out a rock. And you see the goblin's eyes light up as she reaches over and snatches the rock. And she starts looking at it and she starts touching it and rubbing it. And says, oh my lord, this is the greatest gift I've ever received in my entire life. And she starts walking, she takes a few steps away, and then you hear through the rock, hello, Dane? And you hear the goblin say, huh? Who are you? Yeah. Who are you? Who are you? And it goes back and forth like that for like 10 seconds before the goblin turns to Dane and says, how do I get this thing to work? Somebody's talking to me. And then
It's Avrath on the other end. We can tell, right?
yeah, it's Afra. And Dane sort of like, that was the sending stone. Oh, that was the sending stone.
You gave it the wrong
Yeah. Instead of that, I have a few gifts I can present you with. And Cyrus will go in his bag of holding, and he'll present the packet of pink dust, which we now know what it is, and then also the replica unicorn horn filled with candy.
She looks at the unicorn horn. Is that real?
It's a replica, a very good replica. I would not lie to you. That would breach the code of conduct.
She throws the rock back at Dan, and she runs over and grabs the horn and holds it up. A unicorn horn, and it's got some special devices inside of it. I will treasure this always.
I'm glad that you will. Dane, care to answer our compatriot on the sending stone?
Yeah, Dane takes the stone. Hello? Ivor? Ivor? Hello? Looks like we wasted it for today.
Oh my. It's okay. It's okay. I know where they are. That's fine. Anyways, we appreciate your hospitality, so far. If I might ask a question, when we were being guided here, the voice that we spoke to said that we were to gain the lay of the land and then leave. Is it at all possible that we are able to do so out of respect for the land that we step upon, and not to overstay our welcome with you?
Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, you could. I mean, I kind of sort of like, built that door there, and then he told me to leave, and I just never did. So, I mean, but I've also been kind of hiding out up here, if I'm being all honest.
That seems like you're doing very well for yourself, all things considered.
Well, I mean, I like shiny things, and I like to hit things with my paddle if things get dicey, especially with those brigands.
Brigands?
Yes. They're mean, they're evil, they steal memories.
Gus is immediately whipping his head over to her.
There's a
Gus.
There's a mean lady that lives over in Downfall, and she's been getting those brigands to do dirty work for her.
What do these brigands look like, if you know?
They're rabbit people. They're herringons. They're fast on their feet.
Do they tend to wear cloaks to disguise themselves?
No, they're very tall creatures. They're very proud of themselves too. They'll make themselves known if they want to. More hit and run tactics, but they come out of nowhere and then they'll steal your memories.
Question for you, DM.
Yeah.
Based off of how fast Iona, Sharina, and Bernie were kidnapped, does it seem likely that those the kidnappers could possibly be these rabbit folk?
It's possible, but probably not based on size. You would think that if they're wearing cloaks, you might see ears or some discernible features that would paint them more bunny-like.
Okay. I mean, they could have necessarily had their ears down.
Theoretically, yeah.
Theoretically. Okay. Were you gonna say something, Gus?
Gus is going to approach her and just be like, how long have they been taking memories?
Not long. Have you ever been to, Downfall, perhaps?
Would Gus remember anything like that?
From all these bad rolls you've had, no.
Awesome, cool, thanks. He's just gonna kind of look at her and just be like, Gus doesn't remember. This place feels familiar, but Gus doesn't remember.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you, King Gullop, he's the king of downfall. He has a witch working for him, and she's the one. She's the one. She's been here for a while, and she's been having those brigands all around the tollway and around here, stealing people's memories, kidnapping folk. It's crazy out here. She's telling all sorts of tales, making up stories about people, having them executed because of her scandals.
So
What's this
Gus
witch's
is
name?
hearing-
I don't know.
Sorry.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
So what-
Go ahead, Celine.
Oh, sorry. So what Gus is hearing is we take out witch, things get better.
Yes, that probably would work. I mean, King Gullop, though, he's been pretty enthralled with her stories. She's quite the weaver of tales.
Gus is just gonna throw a look over at Cyrus. He looks more determined than usual.
It's as good a lead as any. They're kidnapping people, stealing memories. It only feels natural that they would possibly bring the three of them there. Dane?
Yeah.
I think I know where we have to go.
Sounds like we gotta go find this King Gullop.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Question: we never got this goblin's name, did we?
No, you haven't asked.
Cyrus will turn back there and say,
I'm so sorry I neglected to ask for your name.
Oh. Well, I didn't give it. But my name is Jingle Jangle. You know, because jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle.
No, that makes sense. Well, thank you for your hospitality, Miss Jingle Jangle. You can call me Twilight.
Yeah, a pleasure, Twilight. And you said your name was Angus, and you. And Dane sort of like tightly smiles and just says, you can just call me Jen. That's fine. And she nods. And Dane says, so we were told there was a lookout somewhere up here? And Jingle Jangle nods and she says, oh yeah, why don't you come with me? Because it's a little tight up there if multiple people go. Who's going?
Celine, how do you feel? Do you think Gus should go do it, or you want Cyrus to go do it?
Gus can go do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Gus, you follow Jingle Jangle a little further up, and it does squeeze in to where, yeah, it's probably a good idea that you went because Cyrus would be like,
Struggling.
yeah. Have you ever seen like cave diving videos?
Oh God, no! Why would you do this to me? I'm claustrophobic. No.
You're a small
you're
dog.
tiny, so,
you're
like,
a tiny dog.
it-
Okay.
You're tiny kobold, so like makes sense.
Yeah. So you're like, you're fine. Like this is a normal room for you. But you get to the top and you stick your head out of the hole like a prairie dog, and it is wide open. Wide open. There is no rain up here. It is clear. You see the night sky, the twinkling stars. And you see the heavy set fog laid out across the land. You see in the distance there is a long stone highway that is broken up into pieces, but it is like more than 100 feet, you think, off the ground. You also see peeking through the fog, way to the west, is a leaning tower. And you see, peeking up more to the north, what looks like the remnants of a massive tree that was cut down. You see, like, the top of the base of it peeking through the fog.
It's a big ass tree.
Fucking massive tree, yeah. To be able to see it from, like, well over almost 50 miles away.
Why would someone cut tree down? Gus is gonna look at the surroundings and kind of look at her and be like, how long has tree been gone?
I'm sorry, I actually can't remember.
that Gus points over towards the tower in that direction and just goes, is that direction of King?
That leaning tower? No, that's a slanty tower. It's abandoned. But when I was here a little while ago, I saw a balloon crash into it.
Balloon?
Yeah, it looked like a balloon. It was burst into flames, and then it went whee through the sky, and then it went poof right into the side of the tower.
Huh.
I hope nobody was on that balloon, because that wouldn't end badly.
Gus think they probably not there if they were on it. Which direction should go to see King, though?
And she sort of looks around. She, like, peels her eyes, like, trying to, like, almost, like, put her hands above her forehead, like she's, like, blocking the sun when there is no sun. And she points to the northwest, and she says, just past that highway to the northwest, way up, almost past where that tree is, where the massive tree is, where the cut down tree is, northwest of that. So I would say, like, maybe closer to 70 miles northwest.
70? Okay.
You're in a big land, my puppy dog friend.
Gus understands. Gus is going to just kind of motion to her to go back down so he could tell Cyrus and Dane what the information.
Okay. You go down. Dane is still eating the pie. Cyrus, you sure don't want to? This shit's really good.
Yeah, I'm not hungry, Dane.
Okay.
If frankly, I'm surprised you're as relaxed as you are, considering everything that just happened before we got here.
Well, I'm kind of just, like, eating my feelings right now, because I'm really concerned. And, it's helping me, cope with the fact that my brother's alive, and that my aunt is fighting my cousin and my brother, and my childhood friend, and they might die, or they might not die. I don't really know. So, what better way to not think about it?
Just keep eating your pie. Just keep eating your pie, Dane.
Yeah.
We have our ways. Just keep eating it.
Yeah.
And Cyrus is gonna tap him on the back.
Nice.
Gus has direction we should go in, thanks to Jingle, and other place Gus would like to check out too.
Okay.
Okay.
He is gonna clap his hands though and go, however, King is, and he looks to Jingle for a moment for, like, confirmation, 70 miles away?
That's correct. North.
Looks back to Cyrus.
I mean, once we get off the hill, I can summon Lathander, we can start flying. We just need to get together with the rest of the group first.
Gus, that's probably... But there's tower that Jingle says abandoned, but big balloon crashed into.
That does sound kind of suspicious.
Gus would like to check that out. Plus, big tree. Very, very big tree.
You said that the king was past the tree?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we can check it out once we head in that direction. Well, Miss Jingle Jangle, is there any other way off the hill besides just coming back the way we came?
No, you gotta just walk back down the hill. Make sure you don't bring any brigands with you back up here if you come visit again. I can't bear it.
Wouldn't dream of it. We certainly don't want our memories taken either.
As you're sort of having this conversation, you hear a knock at the door. And Jingle Jangle. Oh, it's just the door. Sorry. And she waddles over the door. Pat, 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 as she sort of runs up to the door and she peeks her head out. Hello? Oh, another adventurer. Hey, hi, my name is Jingle Jangle. Welcome to my home on Tell Me Hill. And she opens the door. And standing in the doorway is a young man. He is almost looks human to you, but you see like slight curves to his ears that would indicate he's probably a half elf. He's got this almost black and white hair mix to his hair. It's short but kept well. He's wearing this like almost black brownish leather armor, and he has a overcoat on to keep him dry from the rain. He's got these deep blue eyes as he looks over the four of you, including Jingle Jangle. And he smiles lightly and says, "Oh, hi. Didn't know that I was intruding. The trees didn't really say anybody else was here."
Well, we were getting ready to depart ourselves, and they guided us here, so...
Well, are you also lost?
We were. We have a direction.
Very cool. My name's Cloud, by the way. It's nice to meet you.
God fucking damn it. I was waiting for a Final Fantasy character name to come up. And Cyrus will just kind of give him like a quick nod and be like, "Twilight, this is Jin," and since Cyrus is just gonna stop when he hovers over Gus because he isn't sure whether or not to say his full name or just to say Gus.
He's been saying both, so he's
Yeah.
already kind of locked in here.
Yeah, it's very true.
So I take it as like a Cyrus just kind of like letting you speak for yourself here.
Gus is Gus.
Gus is Gus.
Pleasure. Also, really hilarious. This is not based off a Final Fantasy character. This is also not even named after Cloud from Final Fantasy.
Oh, I know. It's just the happenstance of it.
Yeah. I get it. I understand. He looks at the lot of you and he nods and he says, I was told I could come up here. My compatriot was taken by some rabbits. And, they almost kidnapped me too, and I got free. And then I climbed this hill, and these trees said that I could come talk to you, and he points at Jingle Jangle, and I could offer you something for a key? And she nods and says, "Oh, yes, of course. you're going to try and get your friend back from those brigands. Well, lucky for you, I have just the thing. And she starts rustling through her jacket. Ah, right here. What are you gonna give me? What do you got? What are you gonna do? And Cloud takes this small rock out of his coat pocket. It's black, shiny, very rigid looking. And he holds out his hand and says, I don't really know where I got this from. I think, well, actually, I can't really remember. I can offer you this, though. It doesn't look to be that important. And the goblin looks at it, and she runs over and takes it. And is just entranced. This rock is gorgeous. It's beautiful! And she runs over to her counter, and she puts it on the sill and just stares at it for a moment. And then she turns and looks at Cloud and says, reciprocating. And she opens her jacket pocket, pulls out a key, runs over and hands it to him. And says, this should unlock the jail cells in the brigands' hideouts. Should. Don't quote me on that. And, Cloud takes the key and he turns to you guys and he says, I didn't mean to eavesdrop at all, but I heard that you were heading up that way at some point.
I mean, if they're... What question? The brigands' hideout. Did we discern what direction that was in, or can we just assume it's at the castle, pretty much?
Or
is he just assuming that that is the direction we're going in? Because of what he overheard?
He's sort of assuming you're heading in that direction, or you'll stumble upon it because you're going to Downfall. So he's just assuming you're going to be going in the direction of the hideout.
Okay. Cyrus will just kind of squint a little bit and say, is that in the direction of Downfall?
If what the rabbits were telling me is accurate, they were weirdly vocal. They said that they lived in a tree.
We are going that way then.
Cool. Do you think that I could maybe join you then? I feel like exploring the swamp alone might be a little out of my skill range.
Can I do a quick insight check on him just to make sure he's being like pretty genuine?
Yeah, go for it.
That's an 11.
He's a hard man to read, but he seems like he's being pretty straightforward and honest with you.
Okay. Cyrus will kind of just give like a quizzical look to Dane and then to Gus and try and probe them for thoughts.
Dane sort of shrugs and he says, I'm fine with it. More hands the better. Can you fight? And Cloud says, oh, yeah, actually, I'm pretty proficient with magic. I'm an artificer. I'm pretty skilled with my hands.
We're missing half of our party, so all the hands could help.
Okay.
Is that how you two guys?
Mm-hmm. Gus thinks more help the better.
Right then, Cloud. We'll travel together for a bit.
Excellent.
So see about helping each other out. Before we leave, though, Miss Jingle Jangle,
And Cyrus will kind of like turn towards her.
could I ask you, in your expertise of keys and locks, could you possibly tell me what this key goes to?
And Cyrus will bring out the mysterious key that he got from Joseph a while ago when we were leaving the rest for Lily.
Oh, you have a special one indeed. that key. Can I see it?
Yes.
And she takes it and
Sarisol.
starts petting it. Oh, you're such a good little boy, Yuki, you. Oh, you're precious. Oh, speak to me. Speak to me. I see. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. You ain't got to talk so much. Yes. The keys, they speak to me. And she hands you the key back. I don't know where it goes. I'm just kidding. I'm a liar. 1 second. So she takes the key and gives it back to you and says, anyway, so that key goes to a very special place within this realm. You'll find when you need it most, it'll unlock what you need.
Okay. Thank you for telling me, Miss Jingle Jangle.
Of
I
course.
greatly appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you for your hospitality and for accommodating us.
Yes.
And Saris will kind of like pocket the key back in his bag of holding, and he'll reach out his hand to try and shake her hand.
Yeah, she reaches out and shakes your hand back.
On that note, I will be off, everybody.
All right. And Dane nods and Cloud nods and says, "All right, let's get going."
Oh no.
You good?
Like you came to realization.
No. The oh no is because my sister just found my TikTok account, my VTuber one.
Amazing.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Okay,
I got a DM. Sorry.
So you make your way down the hill.
Yes.
Okay.
Quick question before we continue.
Yes.
She specifically said with that key that when I need it most, it'll open up. It'll open the door that I need to open the most while in this realm. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. It'll open a door
When you need it
you
most.
need open. When you need it most. How do you spell Telemy Hill?
Telemy.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just updating the description for the mysterious key.
Okay. And when you get to the base of the hill, I'm assuming you're now gonna spend the 10 minutes to summon Lathander.
At the base of the hill, we're not like encased in the swamp, right?
Yeah, so like you're not like in the water yet, but you're like at the base, like where you're still sort of moving with the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then before I spend the time doing that, can I check on the ring of hide and seek?
Yeah, they
see
are moving in your direction faster than they were before now.
How much has the gap closed since I checked last?
Not
like,
very.
If they were like say like not very, but they are just moving in a generally faster direction. Yeah. Yeah. And what's the rough approximation of distance, or do I just know
Probably
that
like
they're
30 plus miles still.
still 30 plus miles? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I also turn to the group and say, let me summon Lathander first, and then get up in the air and see what our game plan is.
And Cyrus will go and he'll turn to focus on summoning Lathander.
Okay. So you spend the 10 minutes, and all of you getting aboard Lathander. This will be basically a max capacity carrying load for Lathander, even in large bird form. What direction are you going? Are you going towards the tree? Are you going towards the slanted tower? Or towards the rest of your party?
Oh, they're towards the slanted tower.
They
Okay.
are. Yeah.
Cool. That changes things. Once Lathander's been summoned, Cyrus will kind of turn to Gus and the rest of the group and say,
I've read from the others are down by the slanted tower, from what you told me, Gus.
Gus would like to go
Lathander can
there after hearing about Balloon crashing into it.
Cloud, are you fine if we reunite with our party?
Perfectly
Like a
fine with
smelty
me.
tour? I figure once we're all together, the bigger group will be better to take on those Americans and try and save your friends and maybe ours too.
All right.
All
Sounds
right,
good.
all aboard.
All aboard! You board up on Phoenix Lathander and you begin to take off above the fog towards the slanted tower. And that is where we're going to end this today.